Hi, welcome to the independent practice for 5.4 average speed, course 1A Singapore Math. Let's begin. Question 1. Post A and post B are 120 meters apart. So they've already given us this diagrammatic representation. Let's write information as we read. So this is 120 meters, right? Post A and post B. Post B and post C are 300 meters apart. So this is 300 meters. Let's underline as well. Brendan cycled from post A to post B in 15 seconds. So we write here 15 seconds. He then cycled from post B to post C in 55 seconds. Find Brendan's average speed. So we got to find his average speed for the distance from post A to post C. Okay, and how do we do average speed? To get average speed, we write average speed equals to total distance upon total time. So what's the total distance? 120 plus 300. We have to consider both the distances, right? And total time. So we say 15 plus 55. So this is equal to 420 divided by 70. And this is simple calculation. 0, 0 out. So that means 7 times 1 and 7 times 6. So his average speed is 6. Units will be meters per, because it's speed, right? Seconds. So meters per second. And here comes the second one. A train moved at a speed of 95 miles per hour for 2 hours. So that's the speed and that's the duration. So we write here 95 and 2. It then slowed down and traveled another 136 miles for the next 2 hours. So this is 136 and that's 2. That's time and that's time. But this is speed and that's the distance. Find the total number of miles the train travels. So total number of miles, which means we have to find total distance, right? And do we know the distance here? No. Do we know here? Yes. But from this, can we find? Yes, because distance will be what? Speed times time, right? And the speed is 95 miles per hour and it traveled for 2 hours. This really helps. It's good practice. And that's 190 miles. So we know this distance now, that's 190 miles. So we just got to add that. So 190 plus this distance here, 136, which is equal to how much? 6 and 0 is 6, 3 and 9 is 12, 1 will be here. So that's 3. Mental addition and units, miles. Okay? Here is the addition for you in case you didn't follow that. That's 6, 2, 1 carry, that's 3. Next part, find the average speed of the train. Now, as we did in the previous question, for average speed, we need total distance and we need total time. Do we know the total distance? Yes, we know from here. That's 326 miles. And the total time, 2 hours, 2 hours. Here also you have it, 2 hours, 2 hours. So that's 4. And we divide now. It's easy division, but let's do it here. 326 divided by 4 times 8, 32. 0, 6 comes down. Times 1, that's 4. 2 remainder. We give 0 there and a decimal. 4 times 5 is 20. So the answer is 81.5. And the units will be miles per hour. Remember your units, very important. And comes the third question. That means we're done with 50% because this has only 4 questions. A family took 2 hours to drive from city A to city B at a speed of 55 miles per hour. So A to B, the speed is 55 miles per hour and the time is 2 hours. Okay. On the return trip, due to a snowstorm, the family took 3 hours to travel back to city A. So on the return trip from B to A, it takes 3 hours time. We don't know the speed. Do we know the distance? No. So let's see what we are supposed to do. How many miles did the family travel in all? In all meaning what? A to B and B to A. Both we have to do. Now from A to B, we have speed and we have time. So we can find the distance, right? So distance will be speed times time. So that's 55 times 2, and that's 110. And the units will be miles. So we know A to B. Do we know B to A? Can we find? Well, the question does not say the distance changed, right? There are two cities. The distance remains the same. To find the total distance here, in all what they have said here, we have to just add it twice. That's it. So that's 220 miles. That's the total. Okay, so be smart. What was the average speed for the entire trip? Average speed, you know how to do. We have total distance upon total time. From here, we know total distance, that's 220, and total time, 2 and 3, right? So 2 plus 3 is 5, okay? So we do the division here, 220 divided by 5 times 4 is 20, 2, 0 comes down, again 4, and that we end there. So that's 44 miles per hour. That's the average speed. And it's done. Ready for the last one? Yay! Miss Turner takes 5 hours to drive 390 kilometers from her home to the next city. So we have time and we have distance. If Miss Turner's average speed for the first 2 hours is 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, so it's two parts we have. First part and the second part. So let's see what all do we have. So we say time, distance, and speed. Okay. So let's read it again. Miss Turner's average speed. So we know the speed here, 60 kilometers per hour. And how long? 2 hours. Find the average speed for the last 3 hours. So we need to find her average speed for the last 3 hours. Do we know the distance? We know the total distance, right? What we have here is 390, which is total, not for first or second part. It's total. But based on this information, we can know the distance, right? So let's find the distance for the first part. Distance equal to speed times time, which is equal to 60 times 2, right? That's 120, and the units will be kilometer. So we write that here, 120. If that's 120, how much is this going to be? Total is this, right? So 390 minus 120. That's 0, that's 7, that's 2. So this is 270. Okay. Next, what do? We have to find the speed here, right? That's the question. Find our average speed for the last 3 hours. We know distance, we know time. Finding speed is difficult? Of course not. So speed will be distance upon time. So that is 270, and we divide by 3. So that's 90, right? Because 27 divided by 3 is 9. So 90 kilometers per hour. That's the speed for the second part of the journey for the last 3 hours, and it's done. So we end here, only 4 questions, but I strongly suggest that you practice more questions because 4 is not enough. You need to practice more. So keep watching and keep learning. Goodbye.